What's going on, Attack Squad? It's your boy Roman, aka Mr. Anime 343, back at it once again, and today I am back at it with the good and bad of Japan. So it turns out that we've actually had some craziness going on with the world, but I wanted to focus on Japan for a reason because both something good and something bad has actually happened, and I gotta say, throughout the craziness, we've been actually dealing with like an influx of haters, trying to say that what happened was actually deserved and stuff like that. These people are just absolutely spineless cowards. I can tell you that much. Anybody who wishes harm on another person, they're scumbags. They're absolute trash. Just issuing a freaking death threat to someone like that is just completely uncalled for. Anyway, I just actually had to send the message out to all my friends out there, let them know that I'm actually going to be streaming. So just see if anybody comes in, which is actually pretty much going to be like, time and a half right there. Yeah. And it's like I just lost someone. All right. All good, man. Besides, do what you need to do, okay, man? There's no rush. And you. Ooh. Oh, how I look like. I'll probably watch that later. But like I said, we've actually had an influx of good and bad in Japan. From the untimely RIP of Shinzo Abe, the former prime minister of Japan, to the seat winning of the House of Representatives by, of course, none other than Ken Akamatsu, who guarantees that he's actually willing to actually protect the creativity and expression of anime. Oh, look at that. We got a freaking guest. What's up, dude?
Cockadoodle pussy!
Yeah. I was waiting for freaking what the hell, dude? Besides, anyway,
So we're basically talking, basically praising Japan, both the good and the bad, huh?
yeah, the bad being freaking the assassination of the former prime minister.
Yeah, that particular shit show. Hell, I've even seen aunties come out the woodwork and praise the actual fucking assassin. Fucking assholes.
Oh, fucking tell me about it. I mean, Jesus fucking Christ. These people have no fucking anybody who actually praises, taking of an innocent life, no matter what they've actually done, even if they're just law-abiding citizens, they're still fucking scumbags.
Damn right. Especially the ones who hate anime and are basically wishing for Japan, all of Japan to be nuked.
Yeah, and basically, I just get sick and tired of the freaking bullshit for people saying, 2 bombs wasn't enough. We need to actually freaking fall back to the Stone Age.
Yeah.
So
if anybody needs to be bombed back to the Stone Age, it'd be the fucking Nihonga-phobic jagoffs.
yeah, or as I like to call them, the sufferers of freaking the Nippon derangement syndrome.
Cockadoodle pussy! It's great to say, what in the morning, boys?
I already beat you to it there, Shimonetta dude.
Yes. But no matter, it's always great to say vulgar and lewd things at any time of day. Mostly because it pisses off all the sensitive little bitches, which makes it even better.
Oh yeah. Besides,
Couldn't agree
anyway.
with you there more there, Shimona dude.
Plus, on the plus side, it turns out that we actually finally got freaking Ken Akamatsu actually elected into the Japanese Diet. So
Which
Woohoo!
means which means all the wokies and the feminists and the unseen ballsack, aka Japan, can cope and seethe.
cope, seethe, and mauled. How about that?
Yes, because they're
Except
all
for
mad about it. They're all upset because but milady, women should be flat chested and be ma'ams and be like me. Oh,
that's all I gotta say to
Yeah,
that.
and by that point, the human race will have basically been extinct by that point.
yeah, because no one wants to fuck a damn ugly gelatinous slug thing that's a cross between a slug and a garbage bag.
Yeah, exactly. But
Hey, that's a big fat insult to garbage bags, there, dude.
True, garbage bags are actually useful and do something for humanity. These people are just discussing gelatinous things. I mean, even slugs have a use. I mean, hell, some slugs are, cool Pokemon. I'm pretty sure there's a Digimon. Insert slug character here in whatever anime or whatever.
Oh, and not to mention, slugs make for good eldritch horrors.
Oh God, yes. I mean, good horrors nonetheless. In Silent Hill, it is always weird and creepy seeing them falling on you because it's just the idea of this giant slimy thing falling onto your face.
Oh yeah, don't even get me started on Dark Souls, man. I mean, having a large gelatinous blob fall in your face, ugh, not good times, man.
I mean, also there's I've been attempting to play Alice in Wonder Alice Return of Madness, and of course, like every single game kind of has the basic slug creature that's supposed to be the equivalent of a rat or the bat or something like that, where it's the basic of enemies.
oh yeah, that game is just so much fun. I really haven't actually played that in a while. I mean, I used to remember playing
Dude,
freaking.
I actually wanted to play Alice, the Alice in Wonder Madness thing.
What I wanted to do was actually stream it, but apparently the game is too damn powerful or something, so I wasn't really able to. And even when I'm not playing it on stream, it takes a bit for me to like switch tabs versus when I do it with any other game that I'm playing, like Elden Ring or Nexomon or anything like that. I can easily switch over to tab easily, but whenever it's Alice Madness Returns, it just, I guess you could say glitch. Maybe that's the right word.
Huh.
But one thing I do want to bring up though, and I was hoping Dee Dee would come, but apparently she didn't sleep well, so she's going to be skipping the stream today. But um, one thing I want to bring up is the videos I've seen from Dimitri Monroe, a feminine individual. If I'm not mistaken, he doesn't really call himself a femboy. I'm not going to say yes, I'm not going to say no to that, but either way, he is very feminine and he's proud of it. And he's done videos talking about how trap is not a slur and such. Well, his latest video is talking about what we were discussing a week or so ago about the localization and them changing the word. Now, we've already had this conversation before how it's absolutely disgusting and disrespectful to change the author's creativity because you thought you knew better, which, mind you, is cultural appropriating. Not us making chimichangas, SJWs. You are the cultural appropriators, not us. But I digress. One thing he did bring up, though, and I absolutely agree with, these people, they want the cool character. They want the popular character. A great case in point is we're going to talk about the Fate series. Now, in Fate, we all know and love and want to breed, I mean, hug Alsafo, who is a cute, hot, delicious little trap with a massive personality. And these people want him because he's cool, but he's a guy that likes to wear women's clothing and identifies as a man. And Monroe or Dimitri brought this up as well. But the people who are saying he's a trap or he's trans are saying, but there's some of his things where he's keeping his gender a secret. Yeah, that's kind of the whole trap aspect, to oh, well, would you like to know? Hee hee hee. It's supposed to be funny and cute. But one thing that he did bring up, one thing that Dimitri did bring up is there is a trans person, an actual trans person in the Fate series. Um, Chevalier Devon, if I'm not mistaken. She is a saber servant, and she goes by either he or her, depending on what you choose. Because she's like, do you see me as a man or a woman? She's open about it. And the reason why the SJWs aren't looking at her and saying, hey, let's talk about her, is because she's not that well known. She's not popular. But Astafo is popular. So they want to make it where, they see themselves in a popular character.
Oh, good luck with that, because basically, if they actually even think about touching a cell phone, I'm gonna be fucking pissed.
Oh,
Yeah,
but
don't. Yeah, and of course there's also this bullshit saying, Wokey saying, all anime is leftist and socialist. Bullshit.
and hey, Geek Freak. And one thing I also want to throw out there, since we're on the whole, trans slash femboy trap conversation here, to kind of branching off what Dimitri was talking about, is again they're after the popular characters rather than the already established character. This is relevant in One Piece. Now, I'm not going to spoil it whatsoever, but you do need to know that there is a character by the name of Yamato who idolizes a individual to the point that she not only uses his name but also his gender. She even states this in the anime slash manga, where it's like, oh, well, since X was a man, I should be a man too. This isn't about being trans or not. This is about being, well, obsessed with her idol, her senpai. And it's even stated in the, I don't know what it was, but her gender is a female. And it even says it in like the One Piece cards that we all got a while back to kind of give us a little bit of information about each character, who they were, and stuff like that. But these people, they're after Yamato, saying, "Oh my God, she's a trans. She's trans. We need her to advocate for us. She is no. She is obsessed with her idol. She uses the same, and a lot of people are going to say, "Oh, but she uses the man's bath." Yes, because that's who her idol would use. Again, it's a obsessive gimmick. That's her character. And they never talk about I think her name is Mizu. She is a trans, an actual trans character who is in again One Piece, and hell is even relevant in the story right now where she's a part of the idols is shogun, but no one's talking about her because she's not that popular. Just like no one's going to talk about and you've probably seen him or her technically. It is the giant, fat, ugly, well, giant in a skirt with man boobs. That is a trans woman. And yet, the Wokies aren't going to talk about her. Like, oh my gosh, this giant is trans. I see myself. My validations are complete. No. Why? Because it's an ugly giant. By all means, it's an ugly as fuck giant. But they're after Yamato because she's popular. Just like they're after Astolfo because he's popular. This has nothing to do with representation. This has everything to do with being validated. They want the cool characters to, be in their same ballpark. And guess what? Astolfo is canonically bisexual. And even though, yes, I am bisexual myself, that really means nothing to me because I like the character for who he is, not what he is.
Oh, and speaking of Astolfo, I just actually ordered a documentary of Astolfo himself.
Nice. But one other thing I want to throw out there too is these people keep saying that traps is a slur. It has never been a slur. First and foremost, traps and fuda is a Japanese word. It is their word that you are trying to appropriate because it hurts your little imaginary fifis. And a fuda isn't has nothing to do with trans. A fuda, 9 times out of 10, is a magically enhanced woman whose clit has become a penis, and that's how it goes in hentai. Now, yes, you got the chimera from Konosuba, who technically is a fuda, but that is the 1%, and she has nothing to do with trans. You want her to be trans so you can be offended because that is how that's basically these people's sad lives. They have to be the victims. They have to be offended by the most mundane things. And as for the trap, like I said before, and like we all have said, it is when a gender dresses as the opposite gender while still identifying as the same gender. Has nothing to do with trans. Stop trying to culturally appropriate Japan's words and stop trying to act as if you know better by sitting here and saying, well, I think the author wanted the person to be a trans woman instead of just a cute boy in a dress. So I'm just going to change it to he's a woman. No,
That just
no.
freaking kills it right there. That freaking kills it because basically, Astolfo, freaking Hidari, Felix, they all say hello. They are freaking femboys. Just like you know.
Exactly. Delicious little femboys, but that's beside the point. These people want to take away the voices of actual people who they state that they stand for and they care about, when in reality they don't give two shits. Like I said before, and I'll say it again, and this is also paraphrasing what Dimitri said. They just want the popular characters to control the narrative. This has nothing to do with the LGBT. This has everything to do with them feeling validated. Again, the actor Yamato, who isn't trans but only uses male pronouns and such because her idol does, and she is by all means a woman, but yet they give no flips about an actual trans character who just so happens to be one of the shogun of said idol because she's not cool. like Yamato. Just like no one's talking about Chevalier from Fate series. She's not cool and interesting like Astolfo, who is well known.
Yeah, in fact, I gotta say, no offense, but people really need to cut off with the bullshit about trying to freaking be quote unquote validated when it comes to anime.
Well,
Just let anime be what it is.
it's not just with anime, it's with any TV show. These people, first and foremost, they live off of Twitter. They have no life, they have nothing but privilege, and they want to feel validated by a little cartoon character or by a child. Because remember, these are the same people who sit there and say, "Oh, I want little Timmy to look at me and say I'm, the non-binary or whatever."
Oh bullshit! That's actually fucking child grooming right there.
And Arkham,
Hey, how's it going?
Not much.
great.
Well, we were actually originally talking about the assassination of like Shinzo Abe and set the freaking sequencing of Ken Akamatsu.
Wait, someone was assassinated?
Hmm.
Shinzo Abe, the former prime minister of Japan.
Okay, why would someone assassinate the prime minister of Japan? There's nothing. Well, I can see the Chinese doing it, but like, why? That makes no sense.
Because they're
Basically,
shitty dude.
yeah, it turns out that the assassin actually had some kind of like freaking.
A homemade gun. Which, by the way, let's talk about that for a second. These people are all saying we need to ban guns. We need gun control. Okay, cool, 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 cool.
Yeah, yeah, because prohibition totally works, doesn't it?
Well, it's not just that, but Japan says hello now because they have very, very, very strict gun laws, and yet see what happens. Someone made a homemade gun. Just like if you were to take guns away from America, we would still have people with homemade guns who are in the military. They know a thing or two about making weapons. And again, you can't take away the problem.
Uh,
But they're not going to talk about that because that destroys their narrative. That destroys their ideology. And also, we all know why they want to take away the guns. It's to weaken everyone so it can be easy to take over and stuff.
yeah, there's one benefit to that though. When if that does ever happen, all these useful idiots, we all know what happens to them. They
Hmm.
get bags put over their head and they have to face the wall, and that's the last thing they'll ever see.
Yeah, yeah, they'll be like, oh, but I helped you take away guns. Can I have a trophy now? Like I used to get in high school, middle school, and elementary school for doing nothing?
Oh, that's funny, comrade. Now face the wall.
Yeah, basically, let's just put it like this: there's a reason why we actually have the Second Amendment. It's all because if the First Amendment freaking goes out the window, we can actually have something to protect ourselves. But
Hmm.
it's
Yeah,
actually that's the principle right there. We need to protect ourselves no matter what.
yeah. It's like I say, the First and the Second Amendment. The people who are staunch believers in those, they need to be best friends because you can't have one without the other.
Exactly.
Damn right.
And what sickens me is the fact that these people, first and foremost, the people who are saying we need to take away guns are people who hate America from the get go, and they just want to make us even weaker. Just like how come they have this damn gender studies in school? Is we as a society are failing miserably in education.
Yep.
Meanwhile, every other country's like, man, let's learn big brain math stuff in the third grade, right? But over here, it's like, okay, now let's learn basic, no, common core. Now, little Timmy, you can't say 2 plus 2 equals 4. You have to tell me how did you get that answer?
Oh,
How do you get
fuck
the number
off with that
two?
shit.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, like you know how it's done, right? Like, in order to answer the question in Common Core, you first have to say, well, how did I get this two? Well, 1 plus 1 equals 2, and I got the other two the same way. And it's like, wait a minute, that's stupid and pointless. Like, I instinctively, that child themselves instinctively knows how they got two. They know how they got that number, and what it is
I
dumbing
swear,
the children.
if they make 2 plus 2 into 5, I'm gonna fucking yeet myself.
Well, I mean,
I'm gonna laugh.
In California, or somewhere, I don't know where it's at, they're saying, math is racist. I'm sorry, but it doesn't matter where you go. If I'm carrying 4 eggs in a carton, and I go to Africa, I go to China, I go to Japan, I go wherever in the world and ask how many eggs are in this
See, I
carton,
told you I'd be there in a half hour.
Mm. How many
Uh,
eggs are in this carton? Everyone is going to hold up 4 digits and ask, why the fuck is this white man asking how many fucking cartons, eggs are in this fucking carton? Like, what the hell?
yeah, it doesn't surprise me that's coming from California. I mean, there's a reason why if I was president, it would be my number one target. Like if they asked me, what would you do as president? I would say I would knock it into the ocean. I would block it off, and I would find a way to either nuke it from orbit or knock it into the ocean because it offers nothing of value anymore. So
And it's,
useless.
We need to get rid of critical race theory. That's what I got to say.
mm-hmm.
Oh
Yes,
yeah, most definitely, most
nuke it to
definitely.
bomb critical race theory back to the Stone Age.
Why is it even taught? That's what I never understood. Why? What is the benefit
Because
of
we
it?
have to segregate people. Remember, there's a lot to be gained in racism. A lot of money, a lot of clout, these things that these people, the SJWs and the left, love and glorify. They need to make it where the white man and the black man can never see eye to eye because, we were slaves. But yet, they will never talk about how in Africa these individuals, these tribes, sold other tribes to the white man. It was like,
Yeah,
hey, white guy, listen, we got these people who can do stuff for you. How about we trade you one and you give us some gunpowder and stuff? But they're not going to
you know the
address that.
sad part is they got fleeced. You know the sad part is they got fleeced. I'm like, wait a minute, hold up. You trade a human being for a musket? You should have traded them for 5 because those things are useless.
True, but at the same time, though, at the time it was useful, but then it's like, later on. But still, the point here is these individuals, they want to create segregation. And what's funny is there's this meme, or not meme, but there's a picture of, back then, white water fountain, black water fountain. Now, white water fountain and personal space for black people's water fountain.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, it's basically the globalist definitive plan.
Yeah, they want
And
that, but
Divide and
worse.
conquer. Divide and
and
conquer.
and
Makes people easier to manage and control.
what's funny is, as I do, Jim Crow is looking up from hell, applauding like, "You're making my dream come true, boy!"
Wait a minute, Jim Crow was a real person. I thought that was a cartoon.
No, it's a real person. You're thinking of Dumbo, the crow, whose name is Jim, who is supposed, yeah.
Ah, yeah, but this whole segregation coming back thing, I think they want that, but worse. Like they still want to bash black people. They just want black people and white people not to live in the same area. And at this point, I got joked about a buddy of mine. This one just said, you know what? Let him. At this point, why not?
But guess what? This is still going to create the 1950s all over again.
Yep.
And again, that's what they want. They want to segregate us. They don't want people to live in harmony because they believe that a black person should have the space of their own to. Oh, you know what? I got a story for you. I seen this video. I forgot who the YouTuber is. Um, if you know him, he's the guy that has this robot voice, and he talks in this epic, echoey kind of tone.
Robot. Just a
Huh?
robot. Just
Ah,
a robot.
wait, no. Just so we're clear, it's a mask, not the Avatar, white Avatar robot guy.
Huh.
I don't think I've heard of him. I don't think I've heard of him.
Yeah, because I mean, I know there's two robot YouTubers. One's this one who looks like the AI robot from robot, and also a simp from Fallout. But there's another one. It, I'll find a video later to show y'all. But anyway, it was talking about how in Florida at Disneyland there was a segregation going on. This woman was only allowing black people and Latino people in front of the line, while whites and Asians had to
Oh,
wait.
I got you. I think it's actually a Doomcock. Victor Van
Yes,
Doomcock.
yes.
Oh,
Thank you, Doomcock.
damn.
Yes. Thank you. As soon as you said that name, it clicked on. Yeah, yes, Doomcock. And so he was talking about how in Disneyland there is these people waiting in line, and they were letting the blacks and Latinos, while the Asians and the whites had to wait in line. Mind you, the Asians had to wait in line, and it's like, wait, what happened to South Asian hate? Oh, that's right. You assholes control the narrative. You decide, you dictate when it's time to stop Asian hate and when it's perfectly fine to hate on Asians.
Yeah, like in the hierarchy of oppression, I think Asians are pretty low. Like white people, like that's the funny thing about the oppression Olympics. They think black people are at the top. I'm like, no, motherfucker, they're not. It's Jewish people, gypsies, redheads, then maybe black people. I can't remember exactly.
I mean, yeah, but the overall thing is like, why are these people obsessed with the oppression Olympics, basically? Like,
They're losers. They have no lives,
well, yeah, I mean,
and
there you
they're
go.
Yeah, in
evil, pretty
fact,
much.
have they ever forgotten what the Irish actually went through back when they
Oh
first came
yeah,
to
the Irish
America?
potato famine.
Oh
That
yeah,
was
when
a
they got
fun
here, they were
time,
treated
right?
like shit. When they got here, they were treated like shit. Like if you applied for a job, it said Irishmen need not apply.
But we're not going to talk about that, though. We're going to look on over here to, oh, but the black person wasn't allowed to drink from the same water fountain.
So what? Public water usually sucks.
Well, yeah, I mean, we can all agree that public water 9 times out of 10 sucks, and the only time you should ever drink from it is if it's like a hot ass day. It's like, ah, damn, I
Or
am
you're really
parched.
desperate, or you are
Yeah,
really desperate.
yeah. There you go.
But that's a joke I like to tell though. Like the oppression, that's my favorite joke to tell, just to see the reaction it gets. This one guy I told it to goes, Nathan, have you not been canceled yet? And he says that a lot to me.
Well, I mean, it's again, but because you're not popular enough. To be fair, you're not popular. As soon as you hit the big numbers or whatever, then it's like, oh, we must cancel this evil person.
That's why
Yeah,
I'm
that'll be
just
funny.
happy just sticking to be a freaking a nobody. Like
We
because
must we must cancel this toxic what man.
Yeah, that'll be the day. Like I don't think I'll ever be popular.
once
Like
you
I
start
have
hitting the
stories.
bigger numbers, and I start doing that, people, I still do the crazy ass shenanigans I usually do. That's when people will start coming for my happy ass.
Well,
And
here's the
mind you,
thing with me. I don't say what I really think unless I'm talking to someone I'm comfortable with, so it'll be hard for them to cancel me. I mean, I'll probably still say it like, "Oh yeah, no, I believe." Like if I'm on a trolling middle, I'll say something just to fuck with them.
yeah, and again, these it's all about the clout because these people, the SJWs, first and foremost, don't ever believe what they say. That like the LGBT safe space, that's a lie. What that translates to is you can come here so long as you have the same mindset as us. Meaning, me and Dee Dee and Revna would be kicked the fuck out and told to, kill ourselves and whatever else because we don't have that same hive mindset. It is the LGBT safe space is a toxic, disgusting, well, space where only those who are the far left can sit comfortably with their rainbow colored neck beard, drinking through their sippy cups, and, talking about how toxic the straight white man is and all that shit. Meanwhile, they themselves are toxic. Listen, as a bisexual man myself, I disconnect myself with the LGBT community. It is disgusting, it is foul, it is degrading, and they demand you to, respect them while they disrespect you and everyone around you. A great case in point. A great case in point is they have no respect for a woman. In this day and age, a woman, especially a lesbian, is not allowed to have a space to call her own because she must be accompanied by a trans woman. Mind you, mind you, even back then in the 90s and early 2000s, and even some sane individuals now will state that a trans woman is just that, a trans woman, and nothing more, nothing less. A woman is a woman. But though you have this fat ass neckbeard with man boobs and a tutu on, who just so happens to identify as trans, bust down the door and demand to be let in, or else this will be cancelled. There's no such thing as a lesbian only community in Reddit. Yes, there's the Reddit called actual lesbians, but they're allowing anyone who identifies as a lesbian, meaning Mr. A and I and everyone here, since we're all guys, can just say, hey, I identify as a lesbian and go in and do whatever. But
Uh,
every
Uh,
other subreddit that was dedicated to a female only group or lesbian only group was terminated because it was offensive to Cassandra here, who again has a thick ass beard, has the body of a man, a morbidly obese man, but nonetheless, and is just wearing a little tutu and demands to be let in to talk about his period that he doesn't have.
okay, I'm
what?
gonna bring this up
Yeah,
real
that.
quick.
Yeah, you're. I think you're just describing a sex offender by that point, dude.
Yeah, and also Geek Freak 17 says it makes me sick how they use minorities as their shields.
Yeah, I wanted to ask. I wanted to ask about that also because, like, I did a blog talking about it's like that's all the whole diversity argument is. I'm like, these people don't see black people as important. They see them as a shield. Like, they make a shitty movie, and then they use that as a defense. Like, oh, you have a problem with diversity because they're not. It's not all white men on there.
Oh, you know what? Let's talk about the Lightyear movie now, since you want to bring that up.
Oh dear God.
Because, again, there's a 10-second scene with a black lesbian kissing her black lesbian wife, and it means nothing at the end of the day. The fans, the people, don't give two shits about that scene. They actually don't like it because it's a boring ass movie, as well as Tim Allen didn't come and voice Lightyear. Now, that could be a separate discussion on itself, but these people, Evans and everyone who's like, you don't like the movie because there's diversity. No,
No, we
no.
don't like the movie because it's boring tripe, and because it's modern Disney. Also,
Hmm.
it doesn't have Tim Allen as Buzz Lightyear. I mean,
Okay, can I
without
just
do
Mm.
Buzz Lightyear without Tim Allen, I'm fucking
Whoa, whoa,
sorry,
whoa,
folks.
whoa, 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 whoa! Got something to say. Let
okay,
Joe.
can I just say this about Lightyear? It
No.
feels like these early 2010s reboots like Man of Steel, The Amazing Spider-Man, RoboCop 2014. That's what it feels like.
Mm. But
Yeah.
no, the point here is they always use that as, well, like Arkham said, a shield and nothing more, because that's what we, bisexual here again, are to these people. If someone doesn't like the movie or whatever, they're like, you don't like it because there's diversity. And it's like, no, we don't like it because it's shitty. I now I'm sure that I can speak upon Dee Dee's behalf here. When we both enjoy Hazbin Hotel, Hell of a Boss, and The Outhouse. It has actual LGBT characters who we root for, who we enjoy seeing, and we want to see succeed. Now, what we both don't like, and what a large majority of the LGBT sane individuals don't like, is this token bullshit of, hey, here's a gay person for 5 seconds. Look at them being gay. We can edit that out for vagina and pussia.
Yeah.
Also,
Yeah.
Shani actually brings up a good point. He says, not to mention, I'm being targeted by the wolf mob because of my skin color, because which they think I'm white, but we all know I'm Hispanic.
Oh, that's my favorite part, by the way. That's my absolute favorite because a lot of people like just some guy. I think he is black. I'm not sure. Help me if I'm
Yes,
wrong.
He
Yeah.
is.
Okay, thank you. So the SJWs are all like, oh my god, just some guy's just a straight white man, and this is always my favorite because every time these idiots speak, individuals like just some guy stand up and say, "Nah, dude, I'm not white. I am X." Because to these people, to these SJWs in their smooth little brain, they think that whoever doesn't like them automatically is a straight white dude. And it's like, no, black people don't like you. Hispanic people don't like you. Women don't like you. LGBT don't like you. You are nothing more
Autistic
but a
people don't like you.
you are nothing more but an obnoxious white knight who barges into a room and says, I will save you all! And everyone's like, no, get out, go away. We don't need you. We didn't call for a hero.
So they're
yeah. Also, another
Motoyasu.
thing, it's like that freaking meme, with the freaking Woody and Sora, that Kingdom Hearts 3 one where,
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's basic. Yeah, basically, I got a song for these people that sung by Filthy Frank as the pink guy. It's called "Shut the Fuck Up."
And
oh
that's my
god, I love
favorite.
that
Oh,
song so much.
I've been
I've never.
creating a poem as of late, but I'll save that for like the end.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. They act like Motoyasu basically. Like they're insufferably annoying.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
I'm like, God, when is Spieler going to come in and kick these people in the dong? I'm just waiting with bated breath.
Do they even have a dong, dude?
Now they classify as non-binary, and since there's only two genders, male and female, that means that non-binary would have neither.
Yeah,
Okay,
in
well then
fact,
I look.
I have
Then
to
I
say
look.
this about freaking non-binary bullshit.
Yeah. I say. Oh, well, in that case, I say I look forward to Philo coming and just socking these people in the face
Yeah, there you
because
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
they're scum.
By the way, Puritans, they them are plural.
And again,
Plural.
and again,
Yes.
the well, go on, Arkham.
Oh, I was just gonna. Oh, well, yeah. How many times
Oh,
do we have to teach you this lesson, old men?
but no, it's like what I said before, though. These people want to be our hero, and yeah, it's like, no, I didn't call for a hero. See, me and DD, bisexual individuals, I keep saying that just to make sure that, if there's an SJW watching this, it will be hammered into the smooth brain, but we like lose. We like has been hotel. We like these good representation characters and shows. What we don't like is bisexual Superman with his gay boyfriend. How do you know he's gay? Well, he has pink hair and he has a rainbow shirt on that says "I'm fucking gay."
Yeah, like
Oh
it
yeah,
used to be like.
I think I'd much
9999
rather
says,
handyman for. I think I'd much rather handyman for the superhero we definitely want.
yeah, exactly. Also, freaking Langbo9999 says, whoa, the true racist and sexist trash of modern times.
Yep.
Yeah,
Oh, dude, take a look at Shiny Evolution's comment. Remember about the bodega bro who lost his job by the woke mob?
Yeah, freaking, I actually
No.
heard about that on the Clay and Buck show.
Who
Because,
is this? I've never heard of it.
Okay, there's like this one Latino dude, and I'm using the term Latino because he's a freaking Latino and not a Latinx.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Because I respect Latinos. We actually have Silent Joker, who's actually from Guatemala, but he's a Latino as well.
Yeah, we use the proper term here. It's either Latino or Latina, not Latinx, you fucking jagoffs.
Okay,
Yeah.
anyway, let me just actually wrap this up for him. Apparently, it turns out that the freaking woman was actually trying to use her EBT card, but she didn't actually have any simple funds. So she tried actually. So the guy behind the counter asked her to actually return it since she didn't have the funds to buy it. And it turns out that she actually was trying to steal it from the bodega, and then she actually had to get her boyfriend involved. And then the boyfriend gets killed by, the man behind the counter since he actually had a freaking gun. And apparently they're actually charging him with second-degree murder. And freaking GoFundMe of all things decided to actually pull the freaking GoFundMe funds that were supposed to actually act as bail because they actually freaking raised the bail to about $250,000.
Mm.
Wow. Yeah, GoFundMe is a goat fuck sometimes. Like, I would not trust them.
Yeah. But one thing I do also want to throw out there too, though, is again they want to sit there and talk about being the heroes, but yet here they are using a word that the Latino community said not to call them "estúpido gringo," but yet, but yet they don't care because the mindset of the SJW is this: shut up! I know what is best for you people. I are smart.
Yeah, they have a
Let me
messiah
just
complex.
get get into my inner Cornholio. I am Cornholio. I need TP for me Mongol.
But
No
but the
matter how
point,
many times anybody does that, it never gets old. And freaking my
I am
judge.
Cornholio. I'm a gringo.
Yeah, we need to bring back floggings for these people. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I would pay to have these people flogged. I'm not. I will not.
I
I'm
mean,
not gonna
yeah,
hide it.
because I mean, notice how it's always a fucking white woman, and that sickens me to say, but it's just it's these woke ass white women who I remember when Soul came out. You know that movie about the black guy who dies, goes to the afterlife, and comes back and stuff. That movie.
Yeah, no.
Well,
It sounds vaguely familiar.
well, there's two articles. I forgot who I was watching, but they're talking about these two articles. This white woman was talking about how it was racist because it wasn't, get ready for this, black enough.
Good
Now,
grief.
I guarantee you, what she wanted was the Miles Morales' dual black.
Okay, where the fuck is Debo when we fucking need him?
Now, wait. Here's the second article. The second article was absolutely, well, even more hilarious because they were saying that it was satanic, that it was against God, and the person who wrote the article was a black man. So that you see there's these two types of mindsets, and it's like, a black individual didn't see this as racist, but as, something else entirely, and yet here you are, teenage white girl, seeing it as racist, even though I guarantee you, you don't know shit about black
Uh,
people outside of, rap music.
Yeah, exactly. But here's the thing.
I can top that on
Freaking,
the weird
they're
scale.
actually saying that using the term women is actually considered freaking sexist. Durr.
Yeah, I can top that stupid. There used to be this movie called Dunkirk when it came out. They said it wasn't diverse enough and it was too manly.
It was too.
Well, it's
Okay.
based on a
I did.
goddamn true story,
All right.
dumbasses.
So we can't be manly now, huh?
You know what that
We
tells
can't be
I
me?
think,
macho.
I
We
think.
can't be macho
They tried to say
badasses
it was a
anymore.
bro
We have
movie,
to be
basically.
weak, simpering little bitches, just 24/7.
I think, I can't remember
Are
the
you
exact
fucking
article.
kidding
I'd
me?
have to look it up.
Yeah,
Like,
well,
look up Dunkirk and the Atlantic. I think was the one who, or the Mary Sue. I can't remember which one of them did the article, but if they still have the article, it's there. I can't remember exactly
Trade
what
for
they
the Mary
said, but
Sue.
one thing I
I'm
want to
sorry.
say
What?
is,
Good
Trade for
idea.
Matt,
the Mary Sue.
Okay,
Ah,
guys,
well,
let Theo talk. Let Theo talk.
well, what I was about to say was, you know, it's come to my attention, and I'm pretty sure we all know this. I'm going to say it for the sake of the conversation. If the SJW say something is bad, something sucks, and they hate it, there is a 99% chance that is a good thing. It's a good movie, it's a good show, it's a good song, it's a good cartoon, what have you.
Yeah,
yep.
exactly. But freaking, I gotta say, people who actually praise, like the kill any arsonist or the assassin behind the meeting of former Prime Minister Abe, they have never actually experienced freaking violence in their life, and yet they actually praise it as if it's actually a sign of good.
Not because these
Damn
people
straight.
are
These
these
people
people.
are evil.
Yeah,
They're vile.
What?
not just that, but these people are
Take care
absolutely
of it.
privileged.
Watch him.
They don't know
Fine.
anything about pain, suffering, whatever. Hell,
Yeah,
I
because they live in their gated communities, sipping champagne while the rest of us toil in misery and suffering.
I mean, notice how they're not saying anything about these gas prices. They're not saying how these gas prices are bad or anything. No, no, because they got that money. They got that mommy, daddy money to, go get that soy latte and get their hair dyed pink and all that shit.
Yeah, it's just ridiculous. Besides, you know what I say? People like that really need to actually get knocked down a peg or two. Do it's like down to our level.
Yeah.
One thing also speaking of stupid people being stupid, I don't know if you've seen this, but there's this one YouTuber who, if you've seen Beastars, there's the main character who's a wolf, whose name is Lugosi. They are saying, well, he was saying how Lugosi is gay,
Oh,
and it's like, wait a minute. First of all, how to say I didn't see the anime while not saying you didn't see it, right? Because he literally is down bad for the rabbit girl.
yeah, he's down for Haru because
Mm.
I'm
He wants that.
actually freaking.
He wants
Hey, I'm
that
actually
rabbit coochie.
yes because basically he kind of actually has a thing for her, and freaking that's just the thing. People
Uh,
just don't really watch anime for the sake of actually watching it like we do.
No, because again, to these people, it's all about that. It's all about that diversity. That I need to feel validated. So cartoon character A needs to be gay because I said so. By the way, this is a
That's
3 hour.
just downright hubris on their
Th-
part, dude.
this is a 3 hour video, mind you. A 3 hour video talking about how to go see is motherfucking gay.
Okay, if you're gonna take three, okay, let me just interject here. If you're gonna take 3 hours just to actually say something that you could actually easily wrap up in 3 minutes, that's actually a little overkill, don't you think?
But you know what?
Alright.
Let these people believe what they want. Because at the end of the day, it doesn't mean jack shit. We know what this manga is, we know what this character is, etc., etc. We don't need these people coming in, preaching, and demanding that we have a character that is X or Y to validate these losers as fifis.
Yeah, exactly. Sort of like freaking neurality is actually seeing that lolicons are problematic and they're racist.
Yeah, and what makes it even more hilarious is the fact that she enjoyed seeing Bakugo and company and rude. Actually, here's something absolutely hilarious. Okay, so they're going to sit there and talk about, Momo is problematic. How come Momo has to go around shirtless? Why is Momo shirtless? Or not really shirtless, but has that shirt on, right? They see that as an issue, but yet they don't complain about Kirishima, who is clearly allergic to shirts, and we all know why.
fact, here's the thing. Basically, let me just put it like this: it's because of freaking Momoko's creation. That's why she's actually wearing the clothes that she wears because it's to actually help with her corpse. If these
But
people
for
would have actually freaking understood the lore of like My Hero Academia and not like freaking just sit there being freaking
but again, these are fans, air quotes. These are the Goku is my favorite Pokemon kind of fans.
Oh my god.
AE, not actual fans.
oh, they're just like Christian, and I know I've actually touched their fate here, so
No, they actually are like Chris Chan, like
Mm-hmm.
even worse than autistic. And that's coming from an ASP myself.
yeah, we all happen to be on the spectrum, so
But no, you were talking about Christian. So he's back in jail. I mean, he's still in jail, but there's like 3 months where he had to go to a mental hospital because he had a freak out. He was told that he wasn't going to be returning home, and so he was having a massive little hissy fit because he wanted to go home and play with his toys. He's a 40-year-old man child who plays with toys, stuff like that, in his nasty home.
Okay, there's there's being a 40-year-old man child who plays with toys. I mean, I should know. I play with Gunpla on occasion and all that. And then there's Chris Chan. There's fucking Chris Chan. Like, good God.
and
Christian is like a weirdo. Like he is every stereotype of a gamer, or like the things they normally call gamers and anime fans.
And
I
also
can see him
emoji
actually being
Yeah,
fan.
one.
thanks a lot, Chris Chan. You made my anime life even worse.
He's even a My
No,
Little
he's
Pony.
an affirmation basically.
Yeah, like he's even a My Little Pony fan, and he's the neckbeard, uh, trope because of what he is and what he does. It's just like, no, go away, Christian. And what makes it worse is the fact that okay, so he's in jail, like I said before. Sorry, he was in jail, like I said before, and he is writing letters. He believes that he's the incarnation of Jesus Christ, and the dimensional merge is still going to happen with the cartoon characters and the OCs, and it's like this is
Oh
a
my
40-year-old
God.
man.
Okay, I want to know what kind of bath salts he's been downing because, good lord, we got we
Yeah, this is
really
gonna make
got
the
to ban
bath salt
that
zombie
shit,
look nice by
dude.
comparison. Yeah, on
yeah,
the
I
bath
think
salt
all
thing, this is
these
gonna make the bath
SJWs are
salts.
actually dipping the bath salts a little too much.
Yeah, this makes the bath salt zombie sound nice by comparison.
Oh, his was funny. His was funny. So someone asked, was Christian always going to turn out the way he is now, even if the internet didn't help? And I answer the question. I think it's a mixed thing. Now, the Sweet Home Alabama thing, that can be maybe yes or no, but Chris Chan has always done things outside of the internet before he was really introduced to social media. There's that whole wearing a sign saying, I'm looking for a boyfriend free girl. And he did this at the cottage, he did this at the malls, he did this everywhere where he would be told to stop that. It's creepy, it's weird. And he even
Yeah, I'm pretty sure even the Jackass crew wouldn't do that stuff. I mean, I'm sorry, but even even the Jackass guys have more. Oh, what's the word I'm looking for here?
in a sense.
Integrity,
Yeah,
consistency,
we'll go with that.
respectability.
Competence.
But no. So not only that, but Christian was always weird in front of children. Even when he was a kid, there was this one interview with the manager of the game place, and the manager was like, even when he was just a kid, he would creep out the other children because he always had this mentality of he was a winner. He was number one. His parents failed to really teach him anything, and so they kind of spoiled him into believing that he was always number one, if you will. And what's funny is that he did the Sonic Shoe comics. Mind you, the Sonic Shoe comics was done by him. This was again before he did anything with the internet. And he made his own little world where he would beat up the jerk offs, aka security guards, and he would stop Mary Walsh, the real life dean of his college, from stopping his love quest. what's funny what's funny is Christian in the comics always called himself a virgin.
And that's basically why I thank my mom and dad for whacking my ass for just because I threw a temper tantrum, all because I wanted a Sega Genesis alongside my Super Nintendo. Taught me some taught me some real life lessons, like knowing your limitations and all that.
Yeah. But now,
Yeah,
Chris,
to quote,
go on, man, go on.
oh, I was just gonna say, oh yeah, to quote Dirty Harry, a man's got to know his limitations.
Yep.
Yeah, we all have limitations, and somehow these SJWs are breaking.
But one thing I do want to point out there is Chris Chan is not a trans person. There are even trans people who have said that Chris wasn't trans because he stated that the reason why he wanted to be a trans woman is because he thought he had better success as a woman than he did a man to try to get some coochie. So that's why he did it. He didn't do it because he was, by all means, a trans person.
Yeah, that's not gonna help your case.
No, and it's just this. Here's how I came across him. I don't know how you guys came across him, but how I came across this fat sack of failure was years back, maybe like 2018 or so, give or take, 2017. I was minding my own business, just watching TV, and a buddy of mine on Facebook sent me a picture of Mark the Tapir from the Sonic Boom series. Now, I've seen Sonic Boom, so I knew who the character was, but he was saying, "Oh my God, they have Chris Chan in Sonic Boom." Now, I was kind of confused. It's like, wait, who is Chris Chan? Because when I seen Mark the Tapir, I thought it was just a gag that the creators were going for, like, hey, this is the fandom itself. But no, apparently it was a reference to Chris Chan. And so I made the worst mistake I've ever made in my entire life. He sent me a documentary of Chris Chan. I watched it. I regret it. And now I have the knowledge of Chris Chan. I have the knowledge of a man child who has videos of where he's trying to be comedy. Well, it's like, you make me crazy. You're crazy. Running around in his bedroom butt ass naked. I have knowledge of what he does to Fanta. I have knowledge of Sonic Chew now.
Oh God.
Oh,
Instead,
you poor
instead
bastard.
of having
Yeah.
instead of
Yeah.
having knowledge to the secrets and the meaning of life, no. Sorry, fam. I have the knowledge of Chris Chan.
Yeah,
I have-
exactly.
You poor bastard.
You poor man.
I feel bad
I
for you,
know.
because
My God.
nobody
I
needs to
Oh
go through
man,
that.
I can't
really
decide
do
who's.
not envy you at all.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I can't decide
exactly. But
who is
here's the
worse,
thing.
Chris Chan or the Defiler.
I mean, to be fair, we all know Chris Chan in some way or another outside of the incident that happened last year.
Exactly,
Oh yeah,
but
no,
here's
I
the
still.
thing. Sorry about that. They're trying to actually freaking make us as like the Christians, but they're the Christians, and I'm talking about the SJWs.
Yeah,
They
Oh
actually,
yeah,
I'm just minding my own business, enjoying anime and discussing it with fellow anime fans. I'm just minding my own business and enjoying what I enjoy.
yeah.
yeah,
And
but of
also, I
course,
was also thinking about, for tomorrow's live stream, why don't we actually talk about that freaking loser, Cuck Joey?
oh yeah, oh,
Hey,
I want to, I want to bring,
I'll go on one better. Let's talk about our favorite lolcows tomorrow.
well, to be fair, then we have to talk about um, we have to talk about Chris Chan again, then won't we?
Yeah, but let's talk about
Oh,
like
God.
Cuck Joey and
I
his
think
like take
Christian
on
is exempt
you know
from that one.
because
But
I
I
actually
do. Well, what I was gonna say was I do want to say when it comes to oh, oh, hold on, I gotta reply to something real quick.
God, I hate cicadas.
I kind of like cicadas.
Wait,
I
is that
also,
the bird or a bug?
It's a bug.
yeah, it's a bug.
Yeah, well, they're around my house and I hear them constantly. I hate them.
Mm. When I was a kid, I used to collect the exoskeletons. I was a I was a
I think I
creepy
used those to scare
kid.
my mom once. Like I put it on her shoulder.
that is evil. But like I said, I wanted to talk about Cuck Joey because of that video he made about like freaking what makes anime so weird and shit like that. And I also
Oh!
God, now
I'm glad you brought that up.
that is Yeah, he's definitely getting roasted tomorrow, man.
I'm glad you brought that up because there's two things. You've probably seen this one with Ralph, but he did a video on a VTuber hating anime that makes absolutely no sense because, first of all, VTubing came from anime. It's kind of, side by side. Secondly, her avatar looks like what you would see in a itchy slash harem anime. It's like, wait, how can you say that with this
oh
avatar?
look, come on, that looks.
Yeah, because
I
these
mean, who
people
cares
are
who
looking
looks
for
like this
clout.
guy
That's
freaking
why.
you see from the actual Aphrodite for freaking Record Ragnarok?
Yeah. And one other thing too to also throw out there. Um, so yesterday I was watching Natalie's stream. She's going through some issues right now, but she was doing a live stream with a friend of hers, and they were talking about the Anime Expo. And apparently, Puke went to Anime Expo with security guards, and it's just like, wow, you're this egotistical, you narcissistic piece of shit.
No wonder I fucking hate Giga with a fiery passion. He's that
I
much a
hate Red Letter Media with fiery
narcissist weasel
passion.
who was never even a real fan of anime. Anybody who disses on mecha anime shouldn't even be classified as a real anime fan, but a clout chasing douche weasel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just
I
the
criticize it
Anime
on the
Man and
grounds it's
freaking
weird.
Sea Dog for that matter. Yeah, and freaking goddamn. The only the only thing that I actually can say about freaking Iron Mouse, I mean freaking Sea Dog is his connection to Iron Mouse of V Shoujo.
Yeah, that sickens me too. Like, Iron Mouse deserves better. She doesn't need to associate herself with such trash.
Whoa, are we hearing an echo or something?
Yeah, there's an echo for whatever reason. But no,
Man,
like,
Coming from Arkham.
I feel
That's
sorry
the
for Iron.
cicadas.
I feel sorry for Iron Mouse because she is associating herself with a bunch of pathetic losers, and she deserves better.
Yeah, and I still need to get back into doing my freaking mecha comic.
Our mecha comic, dude. Our mecha comic.
Oh,
Our mecha comic.
communism. Oh, I didn't know there was
I had to get back to my
communism.
pulp.
Our
Yeah,
mecha comic
I had to
is
get back to
actually
working on
going to
pulp.
be like, it's like our metaphoric middle finger to Giga himself because, I wanted to actually let him know that mecha is not dead.
Mecha ain't never gonna die, bitch. It's basically
Unfortunately.
heavy metal, motherfucker.
Oh, yeah. In fact, and if we're going to do like, classic like designs, I was actually thinking of having one character be based off of Tarna from the classic heavy metal, not the freaking dressed down current year shit.
Blech! Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, classic Tarna is way better, man.
Yeah, in fact,
yeah,
I,
are there any good heavy metal animes?
Oh, you mean Bastard?
Aside
Mazakaiser
from Bastard,
STL?
yeah.
Tekkaman Blade?
Oh,
Detonator Orgun?
oh,
Okay, I need to
yeah,
look these up.
I'm glad you said something about bastard. Sadly, it is censored.
God damn it.
Hold on, let me explain. So I was watching Mecha Random 47. Or was it 49? Does anyone know? 47, 49?
I think 42.
What? Okay, anyway, okay, we all know who Mecha Random is, right?
yeah.
Okay, good, good. We're on the same page. Anyway, she was talking about how it was censored. There was one character who was calling a female, I assume, bitch, and they censored it because that was a derogatory term for a woman, which I'm sorry you can call a guy a bitch too, and it's also a term for a dog, so but either way, you also have like a couple of other censorships where they changed the dialogue to be more unpronounced because they didn't want to make it where it's an obvious pronoun or whatever.
That's because they still have freaking freaking woke members within Netflix that are trying to freaking screw with anime. Because God forbid they are trying to get back at us for actually firing all those freaking wokies when they should have just purged the whole thing and started fresh.
Yeah,
Yep.
and not just
Yeah,
that.
we should have drained the fucking swamp. But no. We had to keep a few.
Wait a minute. Is it the dub that's just censored, or the sub as well?
I mean, I think the sub is censored. It was like localized, so. I mean, I'm not going to say yes, I'm not going to say no, but I do know that what the screenshots showed, it was, the caption. I don't know if it was the sub caption or just a random caption that you can have on, Netflix.
In fact, this is why we need to get rid of local localizers because God forbid we don't need people that like that chick that was actually saying that she actually changed the term femboy to freaking being transgender. How does that
Oh.
even freaking correlate?
Oh yeah, that bitch. That awful bitch with the cartoon avatar with the problem glasses and all that.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, she's a major hit at parties, ain't she?
yeah. Let's not forget what Viz Media actually freaking hiring DJ Kirkland for that matter.
Oh god.
Yeah. Well, I'll check your message out later there, Dio. I mean,
I
as
know
soon
it's
as
kind of funny.
yeah, like I said, I'll check it out as soon as the stream's over with. So, but anyway, let's keep it going because I'm kind of excited to actually see what other kind of anime comes out like Cyberpunk, Edge Runner. Oh god, that's gonna. Let's hope that they don't actually freaking.
Edge Runner looks cool. I
Yeah,
basically call it the apology. I basically
Wait,
called the
is Edge
apology.
Runner going to be a Netflix exclusive?
What the fuck?
I think
It's
so.
more Crunchyroll, I think.
Who's Shinzo Abe? Apparently, Hideo
Shinzo
Kojima's
Abe,
faulty.
the former prime minister of Japan.
The reason why I
Okay,
asked is
his
because
assassin was
I don't
falsely
have a
identified
Netflix
as
account.
Hideo
I use my
Kojima.
brothers or cousins, and if the truth about Netflix cracking down on password sharing is true, then I think I'm fucked.
Oh
Um,
my.
Not that kind of fucked.
Like, I can understand not liking Kojima, but that's taking it far from me.
But anyway, like I said,
although if we're really honest, Hideo Kojima always had always filleted, always gave Che Guevara a good hand job.
Yeah.
hold on, guys. I got another guest. We got Joker. Hold on, Joker.
Hey, Joker.
What's that weird
Hey.
beeping?
Joker, I think that's your Joker, I think that's your yeah, that's you, Joker.
Yeah, Joker, I think you turned into a ticking time bomb.
Oh
I
shit,
think
it's
it's
gonna
gonna
blow!
blow.
I mean, isn't that Pog?
Well, it was fun, folks. Good night, everybody. We're fucked.
Oh my.
Not that kind of fuck.
Yeah, that's not the kind of fuck we're talking about there, Dio.
But
Okay,
anyway,
yeah. For
apparently
some
Hideo
reason,
Kojima
that was kind of
falsely
weird. But
accused.
I didn't want to actually have us turning into a freaking time bomb. Damn it!
Oh no, the stream was touched by Killer Green.
Oh god. Oh god. JoJo references everywhere, man. Besides, all I gotta say is people like this really need to learn to actually be a little more respectful towards other countries, including Japan, for that matter.
Yeah, except they ain't gonna.
Let's try it now. Oh, there we go. Fixed it.
Didn't the
Easy
Comic
fix.
Cons get elected?
Good. You know, at first I thought the stream was touched by Killer Green.
There we go.
We would have to have a
Honestly,
sheer
the whole
heart attack.
beeping thing kind of
Wait, hold
reminds me
on
of
a second.
Pog for some reason. You know,
Or a
Pog.
better stand, try Zawado!
The Voldo!
Oh my god.
Which, by the way, who here is hyped for the JoJo Bizarre Adventure video game that's coming out? I don't know when. I want to say August, maybe September, but I hope to get it for Steam as soon as possible.
I'm actually more stoked for Gungrave Gore, dude.
Nice.
Yeah, I haven't actually. I mean, I used to remember watching Gungrave, and I freaking love that anime.
Oh yeah, that anime is fucking dope, man. And the PS2 games were fun as well.
Yeah, I know.
There,
And welcome back, Joker.
too many goddamn tabs open. That's the problem. I think I solved it.
Okay.
I had too many goddamn tabs open. I'm like, god damn, close out the wrong tab. I feel like Dee Dee right now. Although I bet she's mad at me once again because I keep showing off Chainsaw Man. I'm like, I'm sorry. Like, I keep finding them at local Walmart. Or when I was on vacation, I found more Chainsaw Man. I'm like, hell fucking yes.
Yeah, in fact, I gotta say, this is the kind of stuff that we usually want to live for. We just want to actually enjoy ourselves and try to have something good. But with all these localizers, with the freaking wokies, with all the freaking feminazis out there, it's kind of hard to actually find something good in this world.
I'm pretty sure Cyberpunk
why
will
can't
be
we have nice stuff?
I know. Why can't we have nice stuff? Like, besides so they changed just a couple of things for Bastard. Was I that mad? Not too much. I'm like, Scary Cat, like how I become Scaredy Cat. That's the character, whatever. The one thing I'm just like, it's like I'll bite my tongue off versus I'll bite your tongue off. I don't like the character, so I'm like, whatever. Often, but I'm like, whatever. But it's like, But does that detract from the entire experience? That's my whole point with Bastard.
Okay.
Not too much. I still enjoy the anime. It's getting better and better, but I'm like, whatever. Everyone's like,
Okay,
whatever.
I
Same thing
still
with
need to
JoJo.
freaking
My
watch it
experience is still
because
better. It's like
I
Dio
still need
keeps
to
saying,
watch
are we
it
gonna get
because
a
I still need
perfect
to get
one?
my
Not
thoughts about it
necessarily.
as well.
Yeah, like
Just
I'm still in goddamn enjoying the anime. Like Cyberpunk. Okay, to answer Shadow's question, that is a Netflix exclusive, full blown Netflix exclusive. I mean, they got a good deal right now with CD Projekt Red, so I don't mind getting another show like Cyberpunk or another anthology show set within the Cyberpunk universe. Also, did anyone mention this yet? Like, god damn it, we did lose the Yu-Gi-Oh creator. God damn it.
Yep.
God damn it. I
yeah,
want to talk about that
we
for a
also
little bit.
freaking lost the freaking. We also not only did we lose the mangaka of Yu-Gi-Oh, but we also lost the former prime minister as well.
Yeah, that as well. That was shocking. That was like, whoa, what the hell happened? I'm like, that is scumming for what people are doing to Hideo Kojima. He has nothing to do with it, and it's like, you motherfuckers want a scapegoat. Shame on you, and prepare to
Exactly,
lose
but
big time.
they just want to freaking hate on Japan because they're actually just suffering Nippon derangement syndrome, which is like a Japanese version of TDS.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Sonic. I mean, kind of going back for a moment. Now, overall, Bastard is still pretty good despite the little changes.
Changes, yeah, just little changes. I still enjoy the anime. Like, maybe
Okay.
they'll get better. Like, this is why I also still voice that if we criticize enough, then they'll get on this shit. Like for
Yeah,
Komi-san, people were mad about the translation being a little. Why aren't you translating all the subtext box that are very important for Komi-san? But then around episode 2 and onward, it's like it's getting a little better. Is it every time? Not so much, but I'm like, it's getting there.
now we still see hot babes, right? Like there's no
You still see hot
censorship.
babes and Bastard's still beautiful. Like, ooh,
Okay.
holy shit,
Like
gorgeous.
I just want to make sure there was no bare asses or whatever
Oh
censored
no,
because.
full uncensored, not safe for work.
All
That's why I
right,
can't watch it at work. Or if
there
I
we
do,
go.
I'm in the corner
Yeah,
trying to watch it.
thank God, Bastard still got the hot, beautiful babes and bearing all. Like,
And
Yeah,
God,
the princess is beautiful. I'm
Because
like, holy
basically, we
shit.
need to go back to the '80s and actually freaking. We need to actually bring back, the hot phase of the '80s. Freaking
yeah,
I know
bring back
because
80s
Netflix.
style
right.
anime.
I know
and
because Netflix has Devilman Crybaby, and it's like that's completely uncut. So I'm like, what the hell happened here?
and
Just a little bit, but I'm like, hey, they still got Devilman Crybaby. Like Devilman Crybaby, Bastard, Baki was kind of badass despite the weird animation inconsistency from the seasons. But yeah,
also
that's
I
kind of
just
what you get. But it's still a pretty good show. Still pretty entertaining.
And also, I just want to say, the old computer in the corner. I know that all too well. When I was going to the library here in my hometown, there was the old computer in the corner, facing the wall, away from everyone. And I may or may not have seen some research.
I mean, I was basically was doing that when I was watching High School DxD. I'm like,
Yeah, see,
oh yeah, I can't be watching this at work, so let me just get in this corner over here or on the chair that's near the door to the entrance to my work, but
yeah,
I'm
because I
in a
mean,
corner so no one can
because
see it.
you can't watch Ekin by the by the librarian's desk. That's also facing the front doors where God and everyone can just walk in. You're gonna have a bad time. You're gonna have a bad time. You're going to need to go to the
Well, at least it's on
corner.
my cell phone, so I can hold it at an angle. So I'm like, okay, don't look.
Alright, granted
Or they're
though,
like, what you
now
watching? Just switch to something else quickly. I'm like, yeah, I'm watching this.
yeah, I was watching these cute kitten videos on YouTube. See, cute
Okay, yeah,
kittens.
yeah, I'm just watching some wholesome Pokemon animation art video that was done by somebody, which was pretty wholesome.
the
Like, no, seriously, there's some
it
pretty wholesome Pokemon stuff that I
yeah,
found recently that even KC liked a whole lot. I'm like, that's just wholesome.
ah,
That just shows
nice.
you how awesome Pokemon is.
Yeah. You know, as long as you don't scroll on Google for too long.
Oh yeah, oh yes, the hentai.
Yeah,
Woo!
yeah. Like I didn't know it
Furries
existed.
and the plant enthusiast.
Because I
Ooh,
did not know it existed back then when I was first
I
doing
did.
the whole. Well, when I was first doing like on actually using the computer to look up Pokemon and stuff, I was like, oh, here's Charizard's fucking dick. How
Ah,
great!
You know, I would like to thank Markiplier, Mark Senpai, for doing all this, for doing the smash and pass. And then he's like, I will not explain myself, and that's all. And then, goddamn Nux hosts a tournament about Pokemon hentai. It's like, oh god, the numbers will shock you for that. Well, of course, the king
it's
himself, Pikachu,
crazy.
has over 10K, so
Oh, no,
that's
oh
not
yeah, of
surprising.
course people want to smash stuff. Ah, god damn it. We
God damn it.
we live
Lullaby,
in a
Mario,
society.
Arcanine surprised me over 5K. Well, he is the OG, so.
Yeah, yeah. Now, I
Yeah,
mean,
'cause
now I hope the Pokemon are at least emphasized, so like they look like humans, but not humans
That
or
is
what.
weird. The later you seriously go, the more strangely humanized some of them look. I'm like, what the hell? Maybe Gen 9 will go back to the classics, but we'll see. We'll see what
Yeah,
Gen 9
I mean,
does.
now here's the thing. I am hoping that Gen 9 Scarlet and
Violet?
yeah, Violet, thank you. I hope that this will keep the main Pokemon, the three Pokemon starters. I hope that it will keep them as monsters, like, Gen 1, 2, even 3. Like, yes, you could say, oh, but isn't Blaziken kind of humanoidish? I mean,
Blaziken is
yes,
kind of humanoidish, but not a whole lot.
yeah, yeah, like I mean, Gen 4, there's really no humanoid Pokemon. I mean,
Nope.
the monkey, of course, is gonna be humanish. Since
Yeah,
uh,
yeah,
Gen
Incarnate.
5, yeah, Gen
That was more
5,
humanoid.
yeah, Gen 5, Gen 2, but Gen 6 is where things start getting a little weird. And I'm sorry, but Finnegan's final evolution was bar none the worst design. The final
It was
evolution.
beautiful, but it's like design wise, I'm like, you definitely see it work.
you
Seven
got
kind of went back to the monster design, but in Cinnamon was still humanish Noid to still kept his mantra design. So I'm like, we'll see.
Yeah,
I've
and
yet to play Gen 8, which is kind of a good thing.
listen,
But
Gen
I
8.
do like Journeys.
Yeah, well, Gen 8, the rabbit Skull Bunny, that his final design looks really atrocious because he looks way too human. I get that from the get go, Pokemon have always had clothes. Hitmonchan, Jinx. So clothing on a Pokemon was always a thing, but it really felt like a lot of these were kind of just. I don't know. It just felt like too much. It just felt
I actually
weird.
prefer his Raboot design when he evolves from Scarbunny to Raboot. That was pretty awesome.
Yeah, but again, I'm hoping that the final evolution. I for one hope the grass cat Pokemon stays on all fours. I
Yeah,
I
that
don't
looks cool. That look. Yeah,
I
that's
don't
gonna be.
know why a lot of the each game everyone has to be a bipedal individual. Like how come we can't have your Venusaurs or your Tortillas or something like that?
Yeah, I agree. I agree in that part.
I mean, granted, Mudkip, Mud Swamp, no, Swampert, sorry, Swampert. Swampert was kind of mixed because he was on all fours, but then he could, like, at least walk on all twos, kind of like, well, a grizzly bear in a way.
Yeah, in a way. Yeah,
But,
Anyway, shall we call it good here?
yeah, yeah. We can call it good here if you want to.
all right. Well, basically, there's always tomorrow there, dude.
Yeah, there's always
Besides,
tomorrow. That's
and
fine. I'm always
hopefully,
tomorrow anyways.
and hopefully, Kudo Queen does not activate your window again.
Yeah,
all right.
pretty
Anyway,
much.
guys, let's get our goodbyes out of the way so that way we can end the stream. So, Joker, since you were the last
Yeah,
one, you go first.
yeah, sure. Yeah, sure, no problem. Not much for me, anyways. But just keep on rocking the dragons, my dudes.
All right, Shadow.
If he's there, that is.
Shadow.
Um,
Uh,
They leave again.
He probably
Well,
did leave.
you know, let's just
Ground
say,
control to Major Shadow.
Keep to the darkness, because at the end of the day, the darkness will always be with you.
it's actually
Keep to the
because
shadows. Keep
at
to
the
the
end of the
shadows.
day,
It's
the darkness
edgelord
will be with you.
phrase,
So,
edgelord phrase, and more edgelord phrase.
yeah. Anyway, Nathan Stein.
Have a nice day, and remember the game was right from the start.
All right, and Dio.
Alright, my little heathens, it was fantastic, and I hope you all enjoyed it. I, for one, did. Yeah, Christian is a terrible human being. We should all keep laughing at him. Wokies, stop, trying to be the heroes. You're not the heroes. No one cares. No one loves you. Even your parents wish they would have either pulled out or swallowed. And lastly, let your desires burn
Wait,
brightly.
we're sorry. I was trying to prepare for the poem, so let's just go over Matt's
We're
first.
watching furry porn, weren't you, Shadow? Admit it.
Well,
Never.
anyway, we actually pretty much had to cover your saying your final
Okay.
goodbye. No,
Okay,
unless
okay.
you want to do it.
Yeah, let's do it. Stick with the shadows because at the end of the day, the darkness is always with you. And for my poem, violets are blue, roses are red. Woke, not Western entertainment is dead. Whether you be wokey or Puritan, you have committed a sin.
Oh,
Wait
nice.
for it. Wait for it. And here's the final part. I will not fall for your bait, as you have already sealed your fate.
All right, Matt.
Oh, nothing much for me. Just be
Anyone
excellent
like
to
it?
each other and party the fuck on, dudes. And remember, if you ever feel like you think an outright retard who probably feels like who's probably a waste of space and a waste of sperm and all that, just remember, Chris Chan exists.
Yep.
So have good faith that you're not Chris Chan.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway,
Wait,
guys,
what do you guys think of my poem?
I liked it.
Very good.
It was mid.
Yeah, but anyway, guys, thank you all for actually coming on and joining me throughout my crazy ass crusades. Anyway, just remember these 4 things, guys. Respect the waifu's in fan service, enjoy your fandoms, embrace your degeneracy, as long as it's legal and it doesn't harm you or anyone else. Anime is freedom, and until tomorrow, you guys, this is Mr. Anime 343 saying, God, anime, mecha, big titty waifu, fucking speed.
And
what he said.